All right, that is a little bit greedy. That is a little bit greedy. I'm not sure I like that one.
It could be a deny pick, in my opinion. I think that's the only reason behind this is because you see Marcy, Death Prophet,
10
Dazzle,
seconds
and you actually have a
remaining.
really good TB matchup into the Lone Druid.
Mhm.
Um,
5 seconds.
that's the only thing I can think of. Is like I don't know if you've. That was a weird. That was like a very unhappy face you made there.
Yeah.
You you were not enjoying that. But like Marcy Terrorblade is an extremely strong duo. You give him the sidekick. Obviously, it does reveal the right Terrorblade, but I don't think he cares too much. When he's in meta, he just shreds right through Lone Druid and his bear. So I think it's a
Mhm.
little bit of a deny pick, and we might see the Lone Druid plays for something less greedy, maybe. Out of the mid lane. So I don't know. It could work. I can see it happening. I think Wolf team can make it happen. Obviously, they've got a really solid lineup. So see what they do.
Mhm. Mhm. Uh, God, what do you pick after the Dazzle here, though? By the way, I wanted to test this theory that I had, Ricky. This is
Okay, I
not just
like
to you, but
theories.
this is a Twitch chat as well.
It is
Mm-hmm,
time
Do
mm-hmm,
you know what
mm-hmm.
Dazzle's ultimate does?
faceless void.
Yes.
Go on.
Like I have to say it. It's just the.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yes, yes,
I
you
don't
have to say
understand.
it.
Like I know what it does, but yeah, like what is that? Like
But you know what would
I
you
don't
say
know
that
where.
it does? And have to test you.
No, no. I'm just like, is that the theory? Is how many people
Yes,
know what his ult does?
the theory is that less than 5% of Dota players understand what Dazzle's ultimate currently does.
Okay, so you have bad juju, which is the ultimate. All right,
Hmm.
that's what we're
10
talking about.
seconds.
Not the good juju
There's also
upgrade.
good juju. There's both.
Okay, so it's like the good juju basically is an
Hmm.
active that casts in an area that gives armor and health. The
Hmm.
bad juju is the opposite for enemies, and it's a passive, non-activatable
Hmm.
that reduces armor for anyone hit by
10
spells used by Dazzle.
seconds.
Hmm.
So what's the theory here? Am I
5
wrong?
There's also
seconds
you are
remaining.
wrong. There's the cooldown
What?
reduction component of it.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Obviously, that part wasn't changed. I thought we were talking about just the change, just the split on the ult.
No, just like the ultimate in general, and also the
Okay.
upgrade.
Yeah, yeah. The upgrade is pretty interesting. Are you talking about the Ags?
Yes.
It's pretty fun. It's a good one. What is it now? Do you
Yeah.
know? You have it open,
Mhm.
don't you? You're looking at it in
I
game,
actually
aren't you?
don't. I can't tell you what Dazzle's ultimate does. There's something to do with items. You know, I know I'm an analyst and supposed to know these things, but no one truly
Okay, okay.
comprehends what Dazzle ultimate does. Twitch chat didn't know either. I
I
know for a
didn't see
fact that they didn't know.
Yeah, I'm looking at Twitch chat right now. Not a single
Yeah.
person talking about Dazzle, which means
Yeah, they would
absolutely
have
no one
if they
knows.
were as smart as they think they are. They would have talked about it 5 minutes in the future.
Yeah, they would have known.
Yeah, they would have known, idiots. And we win again. Uh,
10 seconds.
so the Faces Void, despite how powerful it is to make it through this draft,
5
um,
seconds.
you've got some save inside the Chronosphere. You've got Undying on your side. Uh, I believe you can Lone Druid roar with the Egg Shard if the bear is inside the Chronosphere and the hero is not.
Yep.
Yep.
Because it
So there's
always
two ways.
activates even if stunned or silenced because
Yeah.
it just applies the AoE.
Yeah. Speaking of that, do you see that weird ass bug that people were posting about on
With the Doom,
Twitter?
like the BKB during Chrono,
Yeah.
I still don't understand how it works, but apparently it has to do with chat wheeling. Or how's that?
Chat wheeling.
What is it? Like I have no idea. Like how are they activating BKB in
I'm gonna be
Chrono?
honest, I've been too busy to look into it.
Look okay. So from what it looked like, they were basically clicking off onto their courier and then somehow activating BKB on
Mhm,
themselves without
mhm.
their courier being nearby or
Yeah.
anything. Now I don't know
Yeah.
I don't know how it's bugged, but that's pretty big.
Yeah. Do you see the logical Dota Twitter post?
Yeah, yeah, I did. That's where I saw it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Shout out to Logical Dota. Back on topic. We're running out of reserve time here for Wolf Team. I think you. I'm not sure if you want to go in for another save during the draft. I think you probably want more burst damage in order to deal with this Faces Void. You got okay lockdown from like Lone Druid roots and Snapfire, but it's not that reliable. So
Axe.
they end up going for
There's your
Axe. I
lockdown
was
burst.
yeah. This is a rare hero to see. I was actually casting some League of Lats yesterday.
I almost
I'm not
thought you
sure
were
if you're
gonna
familiar.
finish that with legends, and I was gonna
I
actually
was
just
casting
disconnect you
some
from the
legend.
stream.
So, oh,
10 seconds.
uh, Legends of Lads. No, I wouldn't cast
No,
something like
no.
that. So,
5
anyways, the
seconds
Axe
remaining.
hero I was casting in a League of Lads game. yesterday. The Beast of US East was playing him. It absolutely like dominated some Slark, but you've got some BKB piercing disabled now, so you're going to be able to deal with the Faceless Void. And they end with the Huskar. Cheese pick, Ricky?
I don't know if Huskar is cheese anymore. I think you just need to start expecting it more often because this hero is very strong and this is a pretty dang good Huskar game in my opinion.
Okay.
I don't know, man. That's a strong one. That's a little scary, personally.
Yeah. I mean, you are going to be able to deal with them reasonably well with the Lone Druid, I feel like. If the game ends up going in late, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to take this one late. They've got like Dazzle, Marcy, Huskar, Death Prophet is like their opening heroes. Death Prophet is very strong. A lot of people felt like the Spirit Siphon was a nerf to the hero. It kind of is in the late game because it doesn't take percentage based health, but in the early game, 80 damage a second onto multiple targets is goddamn insane. Like the power spike when you hit level 2 and it starts draining 40 a second is so huge, and you're actually faster than before with your ultimate as well. Like yes, you're a little bit slower in the laning phase, but
you're definitely slower early, but with like a Windlace in level 6, you actually are, I think, 1 or 2 movement speed faster, and then of course it's much faster with levels 2 and level 3 of the ult. But yeah, I think you're correct. I think 4-point Spirit Siphon like by 7 is so much stronger than it ever used to be, and people I think are starting to realize that.
Prepare for battle.
It's good to be casting these NA games again, buddy. Alongside you, what more could I ask for?
I could have said something a little controversial, but maybe later.
Oh, yeah. I think I know what you were going to say. What can you do?
Nah, unlucky.
Careful there, buddy.
I mean, do I need to be anymore? Woo! All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you are as excited as we are. It is NRunes taking on Wolf Team here.
You got me on your mind. I'm flattered.
1. Yeah, I got neph on the mind. What can you do? It's been a while since I've had the pleasure of working with you, so. It's gonna be Mini taking the Faceless Void in the safe lane, which is, should be pretty strong. How do you feel about this like matchup, the Faceless Void into what is going to be obviously this off lane Axe?
I think you deal with it reasonably well. You can get a couple attacks in. A lot of time you're going to be able to time walk, be like Berserker calls, tries to put damage into you. I'm just gonna TP the Lone Druid beer out. Okay.
Yeah, has no choice really.
Setting it back to base right away as well. Always think about it. All right, he's decided not to. I realize that he doesn't have enough time before the creep wave gets there.
He'll have the respawn back up anyway, so it's not that big a deal.
He was just trying to get the tower regen.
Oh, is that it? He was just sitting it under tower.
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty funny.
That is crazy. All right, he got a little bit of extra regen from his back up to 800 out of 1100. That's not bad. Okay, so this is going to be our kill lane. We got Backpack Lady with her very long arms alongside the Poison Touch, and Death Prophet probably going to get level 1 Spirit Siphon. You could run a hero down. Otherwise, she'll go into Crypt form to help with last hits. But waiting for the heroes to show. We got try against try action, but against Undying, it is not easy. He's tombstoning.
Yeah, what the heck? He is, absolutely. And Serum's actually just taking a ton of damage here. You have to make it underneath the tower. He'll be fine. He'll survive that one.
Yep. And actually, Marcy isn't able to get over to the tombstone to be able to clear that one out. Instead, Undying just zoning him away. So that level 1 Metamorphosis on Terrorblade, them buffing that one at the last 7.31 ends up coming into play here. That extra 30 damage you get at level 1 is actually pretty significant. Back to the measly 15 that it was before. Weak stuff. Weak stuff. All right. So let's talk this mid lane matchup. The Huskar against the Lone Druid. He's doing a relatively good job at keeping the Lone Druid bear burned down. He had already had to resummon once. I didn't see if he managed to get the kill off onto the bear or if he walked it back.
I doubt it. He was already kind of low from the beginning, right? It was already down like a third of its HP. So it made sense just to do the resummon early.
Yeah, he doesn't have the gold that he would have had for the bear.
Yeah. He'll do the double water rune here, though. The classic lone druid trick.
Yeah.
And by
I mean,
trick, I
he-
mean you just walk to each rune and take it. It's a very
That's a
high skill trick.
complicated. That's a complicated trick there.
Shout out to Jerry catching first blood bottom lane mini. Gonna grab that one onto Mr. King RD. You know it'd be a real shame, Neff,
If you would
If
ever
we
miss a
didn't-
single kill.
if we didn't have such an incredible observer.
Yeah, Observer's gonna catch the kill happening in the top lane as well, right?
There's no kill, but yes, he would have caught it. If
he
there
would
was a
have
kill.
if there
Yeah,
was a kill happening.
absolutely.
That's right.
This guy doesn't make mistakes. He gets paid the big bucks.
You pay him?
No. Are you kidding?
Right.
He's still an
Experience
intern.
and all of that.
Yeah. I'm giving him exposure bucks. I gave him I shouted out his name.
He should be paying you, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Welcome to the industry, kids.
Oh man, so I'm getting run down underneath his tower. So Mini's actually at top of the CS chart right now. He's not getting zoned out.
Not at
Snapfire
all.
did have to come back down here. I believe we've got the Dazzle here as well, but I'd say that Faceless Void is doing reasonably well. He's sending out his first items. He's got Band of Elf Skin and Gloves of Haste, so he's not going to go for a Midas, I assume. Oh, you're seeing the cliff.
Classic Marcy,
Yeah, hate
dude.
to see it.
Oh, do you hate to see it? It's pretty funny. He can just
Yeah.
TP out. He had the stick. Smart play there, though, by the Marcy, obviously. Because now KJ can't actually walk back to base and TP out. So it does actually cause a little bit of problems for the lane.
Yep. Looks like, the Marcy's just gonna
gonna
suicide to the
die.
tower to be able to get back into a lane. And you probably want to use... Oh, Hiko's actually getting run down up the top lane.
He is indeed one more auto attack. No, he pops his stick. He's going to be okay. Oh, KJ.
Is
Pops
KJ gonna
Fairy
be okay?
Fire. He's gone. He went for the Decay stick, Fairy Fire, and still died. Unlucky there for him.
I'm
But-
a little bit surprised that I don't see... Wait, Marcy's just gonna TP up for the top lane. Okay, I thought you might use this opportunity to try and gank mid, but Guts, Mr. Jeans is still a little ways from level 6. Actually, they probably could have made that kill happen.
I mean,
In
they're
fact,
going to
he
make
might
the
just
kill
die
happen on the
anyways.
Terrorblade instead.
Yeah.
So both heroes
Fun
end
too.
up dying.
Yeah.
You
You got him
TP
with the
top,
old-
just jumps onto the Terrorblade is the classic Marcy.
Yeah. And in the mid lane, we saw, another neat trick that they did there, just walking them down with a bunch of damage and burning spears.
That's a
actually
super
done.
high skill maneuver, actually.
Yeah, look at his skill build on the Huskar. This
Yeah,
is
that's
absolute
correct.
psychopath behavior. It's
I like
correct.
this.
It is a psychopath behavior.
Ah, dude, you literally max Berserker's blood. You don't really need life break unless you can't kill your mid hero without it, or your lane
You know what
matchup
he's-
without it.
He's probably afraid of. He thinks, okay, if I life break onto the Lone Druid, I'm just gonna get hit with Savage Roar, and he's gonna walk away from me.
That,
So he's
or
just
you
opted
get
to put extra
rooted
points
underneath a tower or something, right? He doesn't have to get kills on the Huskar right now. And that's the thing. That's one of the things I think a lot of Dota players struggle with is they're just I have to kill my lane opponent because I'm a Huskar. It's not really. You're stopping the Lone Druid from farming. You have a massive XP advantage. He's got everything he wants. He just needs to get to the armlet, be able to take that Roshan. Because you still have to play for your own item timings, which this game is going to be the BKB and the Aghanim Scepter, of course. Plus
Yep.
the Sanj.
Yeah. Mini didn't get baited by the Golden Hand, by the way. He has completed his power treads. This is the correct maneuver.
I'm a big fan of the Golden Hand on Faceless Void.
Is that why you've been losing so many games lately?
No, I actually haven't lost any games of Dota recently. Ooh. Bottom lane, King RD gets ran down. Another kill goes their way. Very nicely done.
Back leading, and finding a kill up to the top lane with the Death Prophet. Looks like he's gonna rotate. Excuse me, down to the bottom lane. Tavo needs to watch out how far forward it is. Poison Touch is coming off a cooldown now, and they're going to go.
Yeah, he is taking a ton of damage from this. Nice pull back there from the Mars. He's stuck inside the creep wave, though. He's getting a lot of thins here from this counter Helix. Time dilation on the money. Huskar ends up going down mid lane. We'll take another look at that in a moment, but they do finally finish off the Axe. A 3v1. Doesn't manage to pull it out, though.
I'm surprised they managed to find that kill off onto the Axe, but ended up being what?
Radiant's middle tower is
3 heroes ended up rotating into that one. Undying and Snapfire both coming in, and now he's stunned up, can't do anything. Maybe you got a point in Inner Fire. You might have been able to knock Lone Druid and Bear away from you, but
Nico? Oh, baby. Sniped there by King RD himself.
They lose another one. Mini's getting run down into the bottom right now. Tavo's just zoning him under the tower. He's, exerting his dominance here, T-posing on the faces void with his Vanguard.
Yeah, I think this is where the lane gets a little bit difficult because you don't have Chronosphere yet, so you don't have the kill threat from the Faceless Void. As soon as he has it, which will be on this creep wave, you can definitely like apply more pressure onto the axe, but the Vanguard makes it really difficult, and Tavo will just, kind of farm the small camps, maybe a Dazzle in the process, we'll see. Dude, Dazzle's actually super annoying. What the heck? 2 points poison touch. Tavo, no boots, has 130 MS time dilation now as well. He's just getting kited around, and Guts is making his way on over. He's like, hello, buddy. Hits him with the life break just to add insult to injury, and Serum will be the one that grabs the final kill here.
Guts did show him a little bit of respect there, though. He walked away. He didn't want to be too close to the act. 2 spins there, and, just turns around and dunks you.
Yeah.
Actually, it might have been, 2 spins would have done it. He would have just dunked.
He's not even level 6 yet.
Away.
He's level 5.
Yeah. Oh, right. I'm, ugh.
It's all right. This rotation bottom, though, is space made as FCR's managed to grab the mid-tier 1 tower. They're going to look for more. They'll dispose there onto the Snapfire. King RD caught out. Another kill there for the side of NRunes, and can't really get any more off of it.
Yeah. Looks like he's going to back off into the... He hit his bear there. This is bear abuse. He punched him once. I think he was A-clicking the ground. Huskar going to TP down the bottom. It looks like they're setting up on Tavo again.
Tavo, run.
All right, this time he does have the dunk.
He does have boots as well. Cookie on forward, trying to help get on top of Guts, but there's going to be the Marcy, the rotation on in, and with the heals as well. It doesn't look like he's been able to get out, and King RD now on the run as well, stuck inside the tree, surrounded. A quick bash from Mini. Lots of kills so far this game for the side of NRunes.
Yeah. KJ just turns around and leave his friend behind. He thought about assisting and then thought better of it. So 2K net with advantage now. Here is the lane phase. This is 11-3 right now. This is a slaughter, Ricky.
Yeah. They're looking pretty good.
Huskar finds a possessed mask as well. Does it get any better than this? As soon as his armlet comes out to him, I don't know how they shut him down. They just don't have the burst damage to do so. Like, maybe Axe if he gets like Boink Dagger Blade Mail, but you're quite far from that.
Yeah, you are indeed. Big rotations to the bottom lane here. We're going to see 9 heroes collapsing onto it. The question is, can they bring any of them down in time? The Dazzle does go down first. A nice fear, though, sends Mini back at 4 hero chrono, but no follow-up damage at all. And with this, they're going to look to take another tier 1 tower, and this should go down pretty dang easy here. They actually went Midas, first item Terrorblade, no boots, nothing. Neph, this has to be your favorite build so far.
Oh, right. This is the Golden Hand build that I heard so much, or that I was talking about earlier. The 0-1 Terrorblade, building only my... Dude, just build agility items. You're an illusion hero. You don't scale with attack speed. He's leaving the... He can't be bothered to pick up the Occult Bracelet. He uses a Midas to kill the creep. He doesn't even pick up the item from the ground. No, my support has to go get that.
Oh, absolutely.
I've got creeps to farm. This is how position 1 players think the game should be played.
I mean, if I'm being honest, Neph, that sounds like real support style, like obligations, right? Picking up after your one positions.
Yeah.
They create a mess everywhere they go, and you have to like walk around with a broom handle, just another internet janitor.
Just another intern.
Guts on the Roshan, though, trying to use the space from bottom lane to finish this one up. And obviously, once you have the armlet on Huskar, 4 points in Berserker's Blood and Burning Spears, it's a guaranteed Rosh outside of getting triple bashed. So
yeah,
you have to misplay. That's the only way. You either get triple bashed or you misplay. It's the only way to die.
Have you ever been triple bashed before when trying to do this on Huskar?
I have. I dropped
Skill
my
issue,
armlet
sorry.
and left the game. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, just skill issue, unfortunately.
Yeah. Uninstalled the game afterwards.
I think the problem was I let my Dota Plus subscription time lapse.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
I'm pretty sure they found out and were like, hold on, we gotta send a message real quick.
can't have them enjoying the game.
Yeah.
All right. King RD get to survive here. Should have soaked up some XP by this mid tier 1 tower. We're on 12 minutes in. And he's still not level 6.
That's what happens when your core takes the tome, you know? What can you do?
And then builds a Midas.
Yeah, well, Marcy, just doing classic Marcy things, beating down her enemies. Support Marcy, core Marcy, it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Yeah. But they just don't have the damage to be able to take these team fights without the Mortimer kisses. And again, we talked about like the Axe T-posting down the bottom lane. Now we just see them walking up into their God, I can't call it a tri-camp anymore. The duo camp.
I say triangle, because it is still kind of like a triangle. Serum walks into 3 heroes on the high ground. Might regret that one. Guts does have that Aegis, of course, but Tavo, he's got... Yep, Culling Blade number 2 comes through. He's just going to try and disengage while he can, as they do not want to fight into the Exorcism, and they will settle for a 2-for-1. Honestly, pretty good. I mean, 2-for-1, one of them being the Aegis, but at the end of the day, it's still pretty solid. You get Exo, only costs you your Undying. I think you back out for that.
Well, you get 2 armor stacks on Axe.
Yeah, exactly. And this is unlike like the Legion Commander type of buff, where this and like Necrophos, where those kills actually don't scale with levels, and this one does. I don't know why that's the case. I'm sure there's some reason, some random dev at Valve who was like rolled like a yes no and was like, this one says yes. All right, let's go.
Guts says no to the Midas Terrorblade.
That's fair. That's appropriate. He needs one of those.
Yeah. Okay, he's got it for the conjure image damage as well, rather than the reflection. That makes sense. I mean, especially if you're farming. I don't know if they're gonna have enough time to be able to continue to dodge these heroes on the Dire side, or to the Radiant side. This is one of the things I didn't like about Wolf Team's draft, is how goddamn greedy it was. And now you go even more greedy by building Midas on your Terrorblade. I mean, they're going around the map just slaughtering you. Then you manage to find another kill.
Well, who's slaughtering who? Bottom lane? In comes the Lone Druid. Gets the stun onto the Marcy. Serum, of course, there. But Tavo, he's not going to be able to get in range with the Culling Blade. But the Mortimer kisses from downtown will be able to finish him off. They actually just get out there too fast. And now Tavo, he's out of mana. This is the one thing that feels so bad about Axe nowadays. Culling Blade needs to have like half the mana, I think.
Dude, he's just going to chrono them.
Yeah, he's got the Mask of Madness, a single Javelin. He'll have plenty of damage to bring down the Axe, and he gets them. Now looking for more. I'm walking a moment. Hiko slowing him up here with this life drain. Managed to get the Poison Touch out onto the bear, and this bear is not getting out at all. He can try to TP, but instead they just look for more heroes on the backside. Nice Tombstone is here. Guts goes in, takes down the LD anyway, and Hiko turns attention over to the Tombstone. And with that, a lot going the way of NRunes as they manage to take a 6k advantage here at the 15-minute mark, and now a tier 1 tower to follow.
Yeah, I mean, he had the early tower advantage on the side of Wolf Team, but that is all you had. I don't see them recovering from this one, man. Again, incredibly greedy draft, and you just go on the Radiant side. You've committed Chrono right now, but Exorcism's still available. You've just got the Dazzle sitting behind the Huskar here. I don't think you actually managed to bring him down. You managed to find Marcy up at the top line, but you lose Terrorblade for it.
Yeah, it's a 1-for-1, and they're constantly going to be happy making these types of exchanges. Tavo here, bottom lane. Oh, dude, look at this ward sentry here placed by Serum. Beautifully done, KJ. I think it caught out here by Guts on the Huskar. And he did see him walk up and place the ward, so I wonder if Dazzle is going to get the D ward here.
Can he go get out of this one? No, he can't.
He cannot.
He broke my heart. Big Hiko fan here, by the way. I don't know if you are as well. The man's played, like every role. Real gamer. All right, Terrorblade's back at it again, farming. At the very least, the Low Druid didn't build a Midas as well. He's now going for a Desolator on his bear.
Yeah, so I was going to ask you about this, right? You're up against like a Huskar, Death Prophet, Faceless Void, right? With a Marcy Dazzle. Like, this lineup is pretty quick. You have Terrorblade and a Lone Druid, 2 very item-dependent heroes. Even Axe, for instance, is a super item-dependent hero. And you go for Midas. Is that the play? Is that why they're struggling so much here?
It is, in fact, not the play. It's probably one of the reasons why the Faceless Void didn't go Midas, because he realized he needs to play fast himself.
Yeah, I like this. Just Mask of Madness right into this Maelstrom and just wants to be able to
Yeah.
do damage with the Chronosphere, have kill threat for sure. Because
You know, it scales in the late game as well. You know, you have your clear for the Terrorblade illusions at that point. You have magical damage that you're dealing into the TB rather than, you know,
and it
physical.
gives you kill threat on the
super big.
axe too, right? That was one of the big problems with this bottom lane is he didn't really have kill threat on the axe without a lot of assistance, and now he can just do it himself.
Yeah.
So.
In fact, you might just kill this Terrorblade himself. He's got Chronosphere available. He does a lot of magic damage with
They're
like
smoking
Massive
top.
Madness plus Maelstrom.
King RD here might be able to break the smoke, but we'll see. They could go for a ward here right onto the high ground. King RD will walk right into them, rebound up onto the high ground. Ends up missing, but interesting dispose timing there, as that was definitely not in range.
What can you do? Now everyone's just gonna walk away. I mean, the map they actually control is shrinking. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get the D ward off here in just a second. Marshall's holding on to a single sentry. That would be the location that you checked, especially where they're holding the hill. They're basically like showing them where the ward is planted.
There it is. They dropped the tombstone there. Just a quick rebound or dispose. Yeah, that's rebound. That's the word.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They
She's
cleared out the
gone.
observer ward. Yeah,
Marcy's
they cleared out
such
the
a
observer
fun,
ward.
cool hero.
What do you mean cool slash? Is that sarcastic or like?
I think she's actually still like one of the strongest heroes in all of Dota, and people thought she was nerfed, and I'm like, no, you crazy, dude. Rebound having a stun is even more strong.
Yeah. Do you know her backpack has twice as many polygons as Morphling?
I'm pretty sure her one boot has more polygons than Morphin. Bottom lane mini gets the chrono out onto Tavo. I know I just said a moment ago that he has solo kill threat onto the axe, but needs a little bit of assistance there from the Marcy. She comes in with the rebound.
Then I was committed for that one though. And, you know, Rainbow TP's up for the top lane. They're gonna try to force these heroes back.
They don't see what's happening on the backside here. There's a lot
wrapping
of heroes
around.
from the side of Wolf team getting ready to go for the wraparound. They run right into HFN. He just gets bursted. He does have to sunder something. He's going to end up setting for King Ardia's support. Eco, though, in the center of them all, taking so much damage, but there's going to be the Shallow Grave. Nice Murmur Kisses in from the far, but good silence out from the Death Prophet, trying to make some space, but it's not going to be enough. A quick 2 for 0. Good fight there from Wolf team, but they've spent a lot. I don't know if they want to keep chasing. They're going to try. Murmur Kiss. Or rather, Cookie on over the Dazzle. No Shallow Grave. Trying to hobble away. Tombstone into the high ground to give the vision they need. It's going to be a double kill there for the Lone Druid. And they finish the Desolator at the exact same time.
Yeah. Huskar thought about going back in there. He made the correct choice of just, you know, walking away. You lose a lot having that many heroes go down as far as like XP and gold goes, but if you end up losing the Huskar as well, then the game could just like completely turn on its head. You don't want to end up giving up your early game advantage. You want to keep your heroes alive, especially the next 2 minutes here. We wait for the next Rosary spawn. It was a little bit longer, of like 2.5 minutes, but that's the major timing that they're waiting for. Once that's done, Huskar's gonna have his next item. Death Prophet's going to have Hagul Scepter.
All right, that was a sick play here by Guts. He was actually sitting in the, he only saw them because he had like bonus, he had the ward up on the high ground. And then he was waiting at nighttime, like he wouldn't be able to see him, and then he hid behind the tree as soon as day sprung. So Axe thought he was totally safe, but he's just hiding on the other side of the tree there. The reason I was looking at Guts though is, how do you feel about this item build? Because he has now swapped back for a Satanic. At one point he had an AC queued up. He did manage to finish the Heaven's Halberd, which of course is like one of the first items you pick up on this hero pretty much every game. But yeah, the Satanic, where do you think this fits in?
It fits in getting you out of the roots from Lone Druid. It's basically the only thing I think. It wants to like go straight into the enemy team and just be able to heal back up when the axe is on top of them as well. Because, you know, usually you have the Dazzle Huskar combination. It's super powerful, but when you have to worry about like dropping too low HP and getting hit with the Culling Blade, you're gonna want a little bit more lifesteal. So you can go a little bit crazy like this. I wonder if he's going to get the 15 lifesteal talent as well, though.
Ooh, they jump in, aggressive jump here. They do manage to get the Untying before he gets anything off, but there's the Chrono on the backside catching two. Snapfire falling low and fast. They get the kill, but Lone Druid still plenty healthy. They're going to turn around onto Hiko here. The buyback on the Undying, amping all of that damage as they're not going to chase after the Dazzle. He has the Shallow Grave. Doesn't even get an opportunity to use it. 3 for 0. a massive punish here from Wolf Team, and 3 seconds before Roche respawns. Will they scout it? Oh, come on. Someone's got to. KJ, stay in the pit, baby. There it is. And with that brand new Deso, you're feeling very happy.
Yeah, the one need to take control of the pit on the Radiant side. They've been up a little bit more than they could chew, though. That Death Prophet got torn to shreds in seconds. This is kind of what happens when you build absolutely no armor items. And the Deso's done a low druid bear.
He went straight Octarine.
Yeah, he did. He had the Yule Scepter queued up before, then that fight he
got feared. He tried to snipe the items and gets feared instead. Marcy, do they have detection? They do not. She just has an invis rune.
Yeah, she's afraid to walk any further right now either, because she thinks she might be walking into a sentry ward on top of a hill.
Yeah, she's like, no, she's safe at this very moment.
She's the courier with the courier with the sentries on it.
Well, instead we got a call into Mortimer Kisses. Hiko trying to do what he can with the spirit siphons, but not getting a lot out of it. Big silence, but a nice rebound in from Marcy. Has to be careful, though, as Guts comes in, tries to settle for the bear, but there's the fear. You talked about this. Just send him back. And he's got, of course, that shard picked up from the Roshan, so that Savage Roar, he doesn't even have his 15 talent yet. He's about to get it here in just a tiny bit of XP, bringing that cooldown down dramatically. It is so good.
Down to what, to 12 seconds at that point, you just need to spam it in the team fight. So Huskar's never going to be able to actually approach these heroes. He needs a BKB, but he's not going for that. He's got the Negative Scepter kit up next to be able to force these targets to stay on top of him. Maybe even enough locked in to finish off this Terror of Light without a Chronosphere being committed.
Tavo, they got him. Can the Mortimer Kisses? I keep thinking the Kisses because that's the new Glob feature, but you know what I'm talking about. Lone Druid with the Fair is going to send back 2 extra heroes mini. 15 seconds on the chrono. Can't actually get on top of these heroes, and Wolf Team will just disengage here as they manage to force the Exorcism again. KJ, though, might not be as lucky as he gets found here by the Marcy. Spoke up from Wolf Team just to give them that extra speed. They do not want to fight.
Yeah, and it looks like the Gorman. I don't like them sticking around like this. It was a very hard fought.
They're going for it. They got Guts stunned up. The damage from the Lone Druid is there. I mean, I guess when you have this Lone Druid shard, like that 60 attack speed is a lot.
It was that and the fact that Faceless Void shut himself under a wave in the mid lane. And so they're like, okay, well, we'll just kill him then. The Void isn't there. We don't have to be worried about that Chronosphere anymore. So smart play, turning that one around on Wolf Team. And now for the first time this game, 1K net worth advantage for them. They managed to bring it back.
1K, and boy has HFN had a lot of space lately, because he is 4,500 gold in front of the Faceless Void now. This dude is just skyrocketing. Is that a full BKB coming out? It is indeed. Okay. So you have a Terrorblade problem now, Neph.
You hate to see it. You really didn't have a Terrorblade problem before. He did going back and building the late game Dragonlance as well after his Midas.
Yeah,
that is so insane to me. He's like, yeah, this game's super rough. I need to go back and build a Dragonlance now after he goes first item Midas. Unreal,
look
man.
how high level he is, though.
He is a very high level. He has a lot of money. His golden hand sure has paid off.
Marcy goes in, gets feared. Chrono comes out from Mini. They manage to take down the Marcy in the Chrono, and that's going to be the Aegis coming out consumed. They lose Snapfire as well. Tavo up on the high ground has the Blink. He's going to try and pop that True Form, but Lone Druid, he has 1 respawn left. He's going to use it. He's getting back in, ready to fight. Tavo and HFN are here. Where's the call? Can they find Mini? They do. They grab him in the trees. There's going to be the meta. Can they burst him down in time? They got him. No Faceless Void, and Serum now needs to be careful. Axe waiting to go in once again, but that might have been an accidental BKB, but we're not going to talk about it.
You have to make sure it works, Ricky, okay?
Yeah, he's just testing it.
It's a test BKB. That's what it's called. He pings the sorry.
Yeah. Tavo, again, looking for his call targets. He gets him. He finds the Dazzle in the trees. The dunk. 3 heroes dead without buyback.
Life comes at you fast, doesn't it?
Oh, your tower's life is about to go down fast. You got Lone Druid. You got Terrorblade. They gotta get this ward, man. The catapult's not. It's just
they improved backdoor protection recently.
Oh my god.
And they're going through anyways. Oh no, they're about to lose Huskar as well. He's not gonna be able to get away from this one.
He's got Satanic. He's gonna try and heal himself back up. He doesn't have the shard, actually. That's his biggest issue.
God, it's working.
Jumps on in, chasing after Guts. Faces Void's respawning. King RD off with that stun. They manage to take down the Axe. They're looking for Mark KJ, the next target. They get Lone Druid as well. He's slowed up. Time dilation, 2 stacks, Underward Sentry. He falls. They get punished heavily here. Marcy with the pullback as well. Double kill that way.
Oh my god, this guy has the biggest brain I've ever seen. Guts? He knew to build the Satanic. He knew that they didn't bring him up, but they couldn't finish him off because they don't have enough hard lockdown.
Dude, if he had the shard when they went on him, that fight wouldn't even have been remotely close. But he bought it now. And now he's level 20, so he is feeling very good. Gonna take the life break cooldown, of course. Take that down to 8 seconds.
Marcy ends up finishing a BKB first item, by the way, so she's going to be jumping the backline, trying to kill heroes like Snap or Fire or Undying. They're not going to be able to do too much about her. What a wild timeline we live in, where you just build first item BKB on pause 4 supports.
Marcy specifically is just, that's all she is. And then you also have to have happen to have the Dagger of Restore, which is pretty much the best jungle item you can get on a Marcy.
Yeah, she's 10 base damage. She gains another 40 damage on top of the 65 with sidekick. That she's got like max attack speed. So the hero's just gonna melt when she's on top of them. Hasn't gone for the shard though. Not really that much of a point in this game. So the game throws back and forth. Do you think they would have managed to clear out that tier 3 tower if they'd killed the ward?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it wouldn't even remotely, because it like completely rehealed off backdoor protection.
Yeah,
that ward gave them like 12-15 seconds of backdoor protection that had no business having. KJ cut out here by the Marcy, jumps in, just gonna finish him off solo as Guts has his eyes set on a bigger target. It's gonna be Tavo's Axe. Exorcism committed for this one as well. A quick 2-0 there for the side of NRunes. They're not giving up quite yet, neph.
Yeah. And Ben tries to push the wave, hides in the trees, and A clicks it down with his illusions. Man, I can't believe how back and forth this game has gotten all of a sudden. They basically won this on no runes. It was like a 10k net worth advantage, basically like 85% win probability. Let me exaggerate a little bit, okay?
That's fine. Yeah. It was 12. And there was a 19,000 gold advantage at 6 minutes into the game.
It was a 12-foot fish. It was absolutely insane how big that fish was.
How many points is that fish worth?
Fish was worth at least like 17 points.
That's a lot. What are these points for? Can you redeem them in the Dota Plus shop at all, or can you get stickers with them now?
Next season you can.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah,
do you think the Dota River has fish in it occasionally?
It has frogs in it occasionally.
I know it has frogs. Yeah. I want to.
It has fish as well. Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
I've seen the frogs quite often though. It's actually not that easy to track down the frogs. They move around. They'll just like disappear after a little while.
Tracking down. They're gonna be able to find the real Lone Druid. He's underneath the ward. Force Staff will give him a little bit of space. Guts is going in deep. Managed to get on top of the Lone Druid. He's silenced up. He needs to get the true form off if he wants to survive, but he's not gonna get the chance. And Mini gets the chrono on 2. Wolf team lose 3. Oh boy. Not how you want to start the fight.
Yeah. Big Bleed is on your side of the map. Your lanes are shoved in, and I mean, Faces Void trying to shove in the other side of the map with the illusion room, but they're not going to be able to take too much from this one. Roshan respawn's not going to be for another 45 seconds as well. Lone Druid will be back up by that point, so you are going to be able to contest if they try to move into the pit. You can't get that much off the back of the
though. They're gonna get the Ags here in just a moment for this Huskar, and that is a terrifying item. If he manages to find specifically that Lone Druid, there's not a lot he can do.
True. Man, this thing, it hurts to drink.
It hurts to drink. That is not usually something you want to say ever in your life.
It's not my fault, it's just the beverage.
I almost said another potentially questionable thing, but I'm trying to keep myself, you know, PG rated
Two
today.
for two today. Yeah, you're doing great, Ricky. Okay,
It's all right.
600 gold away from the second scepter on Huskar. It looks like they're gonna be away from the pit. This is actually available for them to take on Wolf Team if they choose to. They didn't end up scouting this one out
target though. They want to see if they can get a catch here. Serum, they also get Marcy. No, she's just barely off the side. Jumping King RD with a nice stun. They get the silence as well. HFN putting in the work. The buyback coming through from the Marcy. Serum's caught out. He's just going to get dunked. Ooh, actually misses the Coaling Blade. So that's on cooldown. But with this, meta's been popped. They're going to go right into the Roshan. See if they can take this out. It does have the Refresher Shard instead of the Aghanim Scepter.
I mean, it is a useful item on Axe. Lone Druid as well. Just having like another bear to work with inside the team fight. It's basically like having another Aegis.
Oh, Tavo goes in. He gets the call onto the Marcy. The BKB came out just in time. Guts tried to do what he can to disarm these heroes, but they had their own BKBs to chew right through them, and now Guts needs help. He gets feared up. He gets stunned. Will he be able to survive? Pops the Satanic Chrono on the backside. Mini, it might be enough. Guts is going to be able to pull through, and now they're turning the attention onto the Terrorblade. You have no bear. You are right, Tavo, trying to get at some space, but Hiko just able to chase down this Terrorblade. He's got his Sunder available. We'll turn it around onto the Death Prophet herself, but the fears are coming through the Exo, the life drain. She's healing up way too much, and Mini, he's just dancing in and out of the fights. The roots are there. You take down that Axe, and Lone Druid's true form has expired. Terrorblade's life is expired. Lone Druid is next. They're gonna buy back on the Undying. Mini chasing for more. Finds King RD up onto the high ground, and KJ gonna do what he can here to try and keep his boy alive. The kiss on down to the low ground, but Mini can chase pretty much forever on this Faceless Void and Snapfire. I don't think it's looking too good for you, sir. Wait a minute. He's got the movement, but no, he's still dead. Taking down to the time dilation. They got him. 4 heroes, 2 buybacks. The fight looked so good for Wolf Team. What happened?
I mean, the Death Prophet happened. The Huskar happened. On one side of the team fight, half your team is getting zoned by the DP. You just pop your ultimate, is steering your Terrorblade away. And yeah, you end up getting the center off, but on the other side of the team fight, all the Huskar did when he was by himself was focus down the Lone Druid there. Lone Druid had just died before that fight, so he didn't have a bear resummon after it went down. So he, you know, you're down a core hero. You've got like, what, 15,000 net worth on this guy? He's walking around with 4 branches in inventory. That was all he was worth in that fight after the bear got focused down by the Huskar. And you couldn't finish him off because he had a Satanic. Like, you need to be able to finish off this this Huskar with the Lone Druid bear before he can get that thing cleared out. Otherwise,
they almost had it too. It was so close, but it's just that chrono from Mini. Like, honestly, right? Like, just catching both LD and the Terrorblade. Like, he just survives on such a sliver of HP, and it's going to just be that much more difficult to bring down this Huskar going forward. He's closing in on the level 25, so that pure damage burning spears. He's got an AC queued up. It's rough, man. This game now 11k in favor of no runes. Just look at this graph, man.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's all over the place.
Yeah, that is... it was quite the graph. I am concerned that they're going to be able to like swing this back around a Wolf Team, though. Because again, like, you have these super powerful late game heroes on the side of... no runes. Like, you don't have anybody who is amazing at clearing out building. Death Prophet can kind of do it. Huskar, maybe, but it becomes so easy for them to turn on you once you're up on the high ground with the axe. I'm surprised he hasn't built a blade mail yet, by the way. He's playing against like a Huskar and a Faceless Void.
Dude, there's some really good items.
Hiko. This could be big.
Yeah, Hiko's big kill, but he's got the Aeon Disc, instantly assembles, pops that Exorcism, has Cheese, but gets called instead. Mini, big Chronosphere onto the Terrorblade, turns his attention back and forth between these cores, but they're both so tanky. Hiko buys back, gonna try and get himself into this fight here, but Mini, he gets the refresher on HFN.
He doesn't have mana for another Chrono.
He didn't have the mana, you're right. He couldn't Chrono him, and now the fight just completely back for the side of Wolf Team as Guts tries to jump away there with the life break, but there's the call from Tavo, and you had an Aegis, you got a Satanic, but you're gonna have to save these for the second life. I don't know how he gets out of this one. Mortimer Kisses are there. There's a call in just a second here from Tavo, a blink into. They don't even need it. HFN just chews right through him. The 11k gold lead is gone.
Yet again, here we are again.
Oh,
team
how
that
the
went to
turn
bend
has
down.
tabled, my friend.
Yeah. I don't think they're going to be able to defend this one. I mean, they've got another Chronosphere available, but that is the nerf coming into play. Yeah, they're all chatting each other now. He's talking about the 3 mango swapping that he tried to do, but he couldn't pull it off.
Oh my god. Yeah. Sometimes I mean, they gave Refresher Shard a mana cost. People sometimes forget this. Refresher Shard also has a mana cost. It's not just Refresher Orb. So that's a lot.
He didn't have mana for a second BKB there either, because BKB now costs 50 mana as well.
Yeah.
So when you're using Refresher Orbs and Refresher Shards now,
And Manta, like all these items cost mana, man.
Yeah. It's rough out here.
Well, and with that, mid lane of Barracks and the tier 3 bottom goes down. They force the buyback on Guts, and Wolf team now in the commanding position once again. This is good. I love Dota 2.
I love Dota 2.
I just hate playing it, you know?
Yeah. I haven't been on my computer in like a little while now. This is like my first time booting up my actual PC and not on my laptop. I was playing some like all random all mid yesterday though. A couple of
classic
like,
ARAM, huh?
Yeah.
That's good stuff. It's good stuff. I've been playing a lot of Apex Legends because I'm like on a new setup at my. Well, I'm like technically brought most of my setup, but not entirely my setup.
I also was playing Petrie Reborn or something like that with the NRunes players when we were at boot camp. I think you shot me a message when we were playing.
Oh, wait. Okay, I remember.
Yeah. And you're like, I'm a beast at that game. Get me in there. I'm
like, yo, how do you not invite me? Yeah, unbelievable. Couldn't believe. I actually was. I felt insulted.
Yeah, neph is so fake.
It's all right. A little bit of a slowdown here. 5k gold lead here for Wolf team. I mean, you do have level 25 on both your cores. Mini, of course. Probably going to take the backtrack. I'd be shocked if he doesn't. We're going to see the pure burning spear damage. We have any other 25s yet? Just Terrorblade. All right, where are we at here?
Well, Phases Void's got his now. He hasn't decided on his yet, though.
Yeah. Meta duration over Sunder cooldown. How do you feel about that one?
That's basically what people have been going for lately. I mean, I think he's just afraid he's going to get silenced down or killed. He's not going to be able to get Sunder off on multiple targets. So,
it used to be like attack range, right? Meta attack range or something?
Yeah,
Wasn't that the old one?
Yeah, it was very good too. It was like 240 or something.
Yeah, it was a lot of range.
Yeah.
All right.
Right, we've slowed down a little bit here. I'm gonna be honest, I'm a wee bit worried. NRunes at this point, because again, you get into the base, you got the tier 2 standing right now, yeah, but we saw what they did through backdoor protection like 10-15 minutes ago. Imagine what they're going to do now without backdoor protection. The waves are pushing it naturally. Like these tier 4s, this ancient is just going to explode. And yes, they ended up increasing like the ancient's armor twice as tanky as it used to be, but not against this team, man.
No, there's certain lineups. It doesn't matter how much health your base has; it still dies.
Yeah, as a rule of thumb, you don't focus down the throne anymore because you're just not going to be able to kill it, except unless you're this team.
Ooh, they managed to spawn King RD here. Okay, that's gonna be the gem. Thought they had a ward up there, but they do not, in fact.
Aghanim Scepter now completed on the Lone Druid. This was a long time coming. Now the Spirit Bear can...
Oh, he does have the Ags?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, that's good. And the base is gone, just like that. Okay, he goes ahead, pops the 4. He turns the bear around onto the Huskar as it is taunted, of course. So he will lose the bear's life. 300 gold going the way of Guts. But that's fortification down. And there's no refreshes on these forts left in the game. So that is just going to be on cooldown for the next 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. That would confuse me so much when the change first tier. It's the
I
first
love that
tower
change.
of each tier. Yeah, I think it's a lot better.
Excluding tier 4s. But I think it's one of the best like changes to the fort we've had in a long time. Because I hated the fact that like you just wouldn't go take the last tier 1 tower because it would refresh the fort, and you're like, you know, if we do that, then we can't go push bottom lane. We can't push high ground because we give them another fort. It was stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. We're like, yeah, I can't take this tier 1 tower and make the enemy team's map smaller. Otherwise, it's like a suboptimal play. Yeah, so dumb, man.
Dude, Axe has a timeless relic. That is pretty good.
Yeah. Extra damage on his spins. Extra call
Blade damage
duration.
as well. Takes it to 690 pure damage.
Does that scale with spell amp?
Yeah, it's just pure damage spell amp. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, right. It's not. Huh. Does it finish you off?
Yep.
Because before it was like a hard cap on the number, like couldn't be amped. It was like if you're below 300 HP, then that's how much damage it deals. But I guess it just does basic pure damage and finishes something off, and that would do it. I hadn't thought about that.
Pretty solid. Does it increase the call duration as well? 25 or 20%?
Yeah, it does.
I thought so. It's pretty good.
Keep up duration.
Smoke up here from NRunes. They're heading out of the base. They want to see who they can find mid lane. They might get the snapfire. Tavo's here on the side. Oh, he does get the call onto 2. A little bit unexpected. He's now just trying to run away. Blade Mill has the BKB. Does manage to get off. But the pure damage from Guts, it's available. He's just going to start dumping them into the Axe. He needs help and fast. Tombstone up onto the high ground. Mini walks in. Gets that time dilation. They get 2. KJ will TP on out. The rest of the team running for the hills as Marcy's trying to find her target. But it doesn't look like she's gonna find them.
Unfortunately, you lost your racks.
Ah, yes. Of course. The lone druid bear.
Oh my god, he's gonna finish off the other racks after
Bonk.
fearing away. Oh my god, how is this legal?
The whole server just dying for a moment.
What caused that? Even
I
I
don't
was
know.
lagging.
Yeah, that was the server almost crashing. Well, there is now 1 melee barracks left.
Yeah, and it is currently sitting at below 50% HP. So as soon as they make a trip over there, I mean, they managed to take like 2 heroes there, but again, you lose your top tier 3, you lose your top rack. You lost the tier 2 there as well. They lost so much for getting those kills.
Do you have to
get
really
Roshan.
make the trip down there? He can just send the bear and backdoor that racks 100%. He can backdoor it without an issue. There's no fortification. The only thing he has to worry about is Guts being there, but they're going to take Roshan number 4, so that is a free Aghanim Scepter. I'm guessing they keep that for Hiko, or do they put it on the Faceless Void?
The Aghanim Scepter?
I mean, it's pretty good on Faceless Void.
Yeah, you probably give that to Faceless Void. Because nobody knows what it does on Dazzle. We went over
There's
this.
no way they give... No.
Nobody knows how this ability works. You see,
Okay.
he's like, I don't know what this does.
It's not good. It's like 50% item cooldown reduction. It's not good.
Yeah, but he doesn't know how it works. So he's like, I don't know what this does. If you want me to use this, I'm a support, but I'm gonna just pass this back to you.
It's just one of those things. It's like good enough on the Faceless Void. I actually still think the Aghanim Scepter is pretty solid because especially once you have the shard, you just walk in. You just like time walk, hit a couple heroes, then reverse time walk. Pretty good stuff. Smoked up here on the side of Wolf Team. See if they can find anyone. FCR sending in the bear. Oh, he's going for the base. Dude. Oh no, it doesn't have backdoor either. Goodbye. That is mega creeps.
That's very cool. Yeah, you'll love to see it. That's Dota right there, everybody. Cool games.
That's good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. Now their backs are against the wall, but if I've ever watched an anime before, I know this is when they're going to be at their strongest.
Oh, yes. This is not Eternal Envy Dota. Come on.
That guy's a giver-upper now.
Yeah, I heard.
You know he didn't enjoy watching your boy Kongming? That guy is so fake.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what you just said.
Whatever.
Was that a
You're
sentence?
also fake.
I'm pretty confident you made up all of those words.
None of these words are in the Bible. Oh, okay. They're keeping all the lane shift. They're trying to shove bottom right now. I'm not sure they're gonna be able to take this tier 2. They're going to have to get back because eventually this lone crew is gonna be like, okay, well, I'll send in the bear to start whacking away at your tier 4s whenever you try to exit your base.
Ooh, Chronosphere.
Oh my god.
He's actually managed to catch 3. King RD goes down. They're going to turn on to Undying. He has gone buyback from both immediately as many. He's got the refresher. He's taunted. No, he's gone. He's going to pop the buyback. Well, let's get back into this fight. Hiko trying to do what he can here on the Death Prophet. Going to pop that Trickster's Cloak. But with 5 heroes alive still on the side of Wolf team, you've got a Chronosphere, yeah, but you still got to be careful.
That could have been so big, man. If you managed to get that second Chronosphere off, it's a little bit too slow. Twice in a row now. This Faces Void pops the refresher shard, then just immediately dies afterwards. I mean, this time he didn't have the same mana problems that he had before. Like, he solved that one, for sure.
That was just a beautiful blink call, refresher call by Tavo, is what it was.
Yeah. Yeah, we're back to this one. What TI was that, where Axie just built refresher orbs?
I don't know,
7? Man. I think it was 7. What a beautiful game,
dude. I just realized he went for the Chronosphere AoE and not the backtrack.
Yeah, he did. I don't think he would have survived anyways. I mean, he wants to be able to catch everybody, right?
Yeah,
that's the way that he sees himself winning these fights right now.
Finds an Undying.
Yeah.
Ends up dropping the tombstone there and takes down the ward.
It's a vision tombstone.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, lower skill players wouldn't really understand something like that. HFN gets it though.
Yeah.
He's probably like, why don't you send someone out, like, you get vision? It's a big cooldown ability. No, vision tombstone. KG knows what he's doing, man.
I'm sure if you've noticed, but this is back to 0 net worth advantage. But that being said, you have Mega Creeps on the side of Wolf team. You have a Terrorblade and a Lone Druid who can split push your base. Level 25
What I'm hearing
is
that it's a 50-50 chance they win. Either they win or they don't.
That is true. That is, I believe, how odds work.
Statistics and analysts just aren't real. Okay, it's always just a coin flip when you start to the game up.
It's true. I mean, that's certainly true for pubs. How many people do I have muted on my team versus the enemy team?
It's the coin flip, honestly. Sometimes you mute yourself as well. You realize that you need a timeout.
Top lane, Chronosphere taking down King RD. Okay, Mini is going to put that on cooldown for 2 minutes. That was quite a while.
Yeah, I mean, you know that the Snapfire's buyback is on cooldown, but even so, I think committing that might have been a bit much. Maybe you're banking on the thought that the other Snapfire, they're not going to try to push, make any movements on the map, but they do. They do try to make movements on the map.
I think he didn't realize his yeah, he didn't have his Hex in. Yeah, he had his Hex in his backpack. I think he's going to start carrying that one around now. But I'm a little bit concerned about what his build is here on HFN. Like, he could have just gone for, like, the Aghanim Scepter, like, synth at this point, but maybe he's just banking on getting it from Roshan.
Yeah, it's probably the case. I mean, he will get it in the next Roshan. We'll see when it spawns in the next 2 minutes, but he's currently 8 slotted.
Yeah, he's sitting on 6,200 gold and has 8 slots.
Yeah. At what point do you think he goes back for bots 2?
Ooh. I mean, bots 2 is never really a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and
get
grab...
rid of his Midas. No, that's just like bad gameplay there. Yeah, we could be farming it up right now.
Imagine how efficient that Midas would be at this stage of the game. Ooh,
at this
bottom lane.
Game,
oh no! I think the bear spooked him.
Yeah. So they're not gonna be able to connect with anything. I mean, they're pushing the creeps out of their base. They're struggling to approach. You have to be very careful with this one as well, because at any given point, the Lone Druid could just decide that he doesn't want to fight you and start hitting towers slash buildings again.
Do you know it'd be really funny? Because Axe has this Aeon Disc is if he like his Aeon Disc gets procced as he Culling Blades someone and it does no damage and they live. That would be quite funny.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about it. I'm like, is there a situation where this Aeon Disc could backfire? And I'm like, yeah, Culling Blade doing no damage could definitely happen. Thank you, Hiko, for reminding us how long this game is going on for.
Oh no.
Something. This is a online game with real people. I don't know.
It's an online video game with real people. You can't just pause it. Sorry, distracted by I'm playing Email Quest at the same time. Yeah.
Oh, that's such a fun game, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Do you have the paid version or the free version?
The free version.
See, that's where you messed
Yeah,
up.
I don't receive the emails that I like to see in the free version. So when the game paused, I look over my other monitor. A lot of players only play with a single monitor intentionally so they don't get distracted.
That would make sense.
Yeah. It makes a lot of sense given that I very easily get distracted by like absolutely anything happening in a secondary monitor and just stop paying attention to what I'm doing.
I think when I'm like, if I'm not like when I stream and stuff, and you like interact and like talk with chat and people, you definitely are distracted in game. Like it's very noticeable and you make more mistakes because there's like times when I like play off stream and I'll just like kind of just pub or play with friends and
I'm moaning, guys. I'm just really good when you're not watching, I swear.
And I play just as bad. I die and lose all my games.
Right, of course. Wait, what did the TV sell? Okay, he sold his boots. And now he's going for a butterfly after his swift like. Well, we were talking about that one.
All right, this one, the TikTok needs to go at this point.
No.
Needs to go.
Which one?
Both. Get rid of them. We don't need these. Illusion Rune here in the river. We're gonna see Roche respawn timers pretty long again. Actually, all three of
we're gonna be here forever.
The respawns this game have been over that 2-minute mark. So
yeah. Welcome to BTS Pro Series 12, everyone. The ride never ends.
Yeah. We have 6 games today, Neff.
That's fine. We used to do 8 in a day. Remember when we did 10?
Yeah, I do. Those were
the good old days.
Was it? HFN mid lane. Needs to be a little careful more because he's trying to finish off the Marcy, but of course they've got the shallow grave, so she's gonna be just fine.
You know what, Ricky? Any day I get to spend with you is a good day.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
No
I've
problem.
missed you.
All right, I don't think we're actually going to see either team try to breach the base the next minute here. They're probably wanting to close this one out before the next Roche spawns, before 60 minutes. Even though you've got them like pushing the base, if you move back for Roshan, like they've scanned them out, they're making a movement up the hill here.
I mean, at the end of the day, well, we'll see if they can get the initiation onto the Terrorblade. He is taunted, Glimmer caped up for the moment. The Chronosphere is there, but they actually don't have detection. Wait, what? How is everyone stunned? What just happened? They couldn't do anything. Terrorblade, he's gonna do what he can to try and try this, but the fear comes out once again. They manage to take him down, but you've lost the Faceless Void on the backside. Axe, he's got the second BKB. Culling Blade to take down the Marcy. Guts trying to do what he can to get away from the Undying here. Hits him with that life break. The backside of the fight is just gonna be Hiko's Death Prophet. Saves for the moment thanks to that Aeon just has the cheese as well, but Tavo comes in, gets the call on top of him to HFN. He's back into the fight. The cookie onto the high ground. They take him down, and without a Faceless Void, they might just go straight for the throne here.
830 gold away from the buyback as well. Like, it comes off a cooldown in 30 seconds, but even once you get there, he's not going to be able to come back to the game. Not enough money. Death Prophet's got a buyback right now, trying to clear out these creeps. And these support heroes, they couldn't come back into the fight after they bought back into the game. Like, they just have to clear out the mega creeps. And
so, how in the world did this Huskar do almost 17,500 damage in this fight? Is it just life break after life break after life break?
That's
Nuts.
right. It is life break after life break. The thing I lost in that fight, though, was exactly what we were talking about at the beginning. Alone is gearing him through the chronosphere.
Is that what that was? Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he moves him like this is the extra big chronosphere as well. So you're running away for what 2.6 seconds. So you're just like outside your chronosphere instantly, then like super far away from the fight because your chronosphere is so big.
I was trying to find the faces void in the chrono the whole time.
It's because he gets out. He turns around. He just sprinted, man.
He chronoed like half his team, and I'm like, where is he? Like, I don't understand. And then, yeah, and then he just is dead to an axe.
Yeah.
Roshan number 5 of the game. Who gets the free ags? Looks like it will be the Terrorblade. We were correct. He will just have taken that one off of the Roshan. So he gets himself an Aegis, a refresher. Dude, literally 9 slotted right now. Technically 10 if you count the Ag Scepter. It's a big boy.
He is a big boy.
What is the hold scenario here for the side of no runes? They've got 1 Chronosphere, no refresher. Can Guts do it? Can he do enough damage to bring down this Terrorblade twice?
With the excellent plays Chronosphere, I mean, you just want to take out the supports on the backside and maybe the axe as well. I don't think you're going to be able to take out the TB or the Lone Druid, you know, like given the bear that has multiple lives.
The fear does manage to hit them. It's just going to work
your
on the
buildings are
buildings
dying.
here. They do have fortification. They're going to go ahead and pop that. Deco, drop that Exo. Ooh, the Dispose. They managed to catch the Terrorblade. Cooks him back the other way, trying to heal him through it, but it's not going to happen. There it is. The Aegis claimed. He has the Refresher, the BKB, everything's still available. There's going to be Chronosphere number 1, trying to do what they can. If they can bring down Terrorblades, he actually gets caught inside the Chronos, but he gets the call. There's the Refresher. Call number 2 coming in just a moment, but there's going to be Faceless Boy kept alive. He gets dunked anyway. You managed to take down the Terrorblade thanks to Guts, but your throne's under siege. It's the Lone Druid trying to do it himself, but he gets down. There's going to be the first bear. He's got the Refresher. Another bear coming back for more. Tavo now on the run. Guts is doing work on this Huskar. Gets the fear once again, but he's taunted on the Lone Druid, man. He's got to get out. He's got no bears left. That was all his resummons. Marcy coming in, saved by the Shallow Grave. They get on top of KJ. Axe with the call. Dunk number 1 comes through. Can they take down Huskar? Guts goes down, but he's got a buyback. Tavo will fall as well. Cookie onto the high ground. They managed to stun up the Death Prophet. Do they have the damage? E-Blade's going to save him. The throne's exposed. It's falling low, but Guts, he's able to keep it alive. A ridiculous hold so far by No Runes.
You got to make something happen off the back of this, though. You used absolutely everything for this one. Guts had to buy back the tail end of this, too. Like, you need to just barrel down the mid lane. But even then, like, tier 3 is still standing. They're going to have 2 fortifieds to work with. I think this is just a hold and nothing else.
This
like, the game
20,000 damage, dude.
20,000 damage in the last team fight. Yeah, sounds about right. It is just him carrying the team on his back. It is so worrying as well. Like, he needs to just, like, turn around and can't go too far from his throne. Otherwise, the bear just going to kill it. But I think we're going to hit the point where we have tier 5 neutral items now, Ricky.
I would think so. Those are going to be spawning about the same time the Terrorblade comes up, so both teams most likely just going to try and farm those up here in a short moment. The thing is, too, though, is with Mega Creeps, you can't ever really get too far away from your base, right? It's like you don't have great wave clear.
You see the big brain play by King RD? They planted this Observer Ward over here a while ago. King RD ended up just killing the Refresher Orb, Refresher Orb recipe on the Courier.
Oh, that's a big one.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Dire's middle tower
Oh, Guts gets the mid tower.
Dude, how does these guys still not have armor?
How does who not have armor?
Tico.
Dire's middle tower
Did you build a,
He has a
did you
Deso.
just build a Deso? What is happening?
Well, that is a super dead King RD. He just got absolutely deleted.
What is
Yeah,
happening?
I'm a little bit confused on the Deso, I'll be honest.
Just built a Deso on the more damage? Like, Assault Cross? Maybe instead you need
They
armor
have an
very
AC on
badly?
Guts, but they could have gone Shivas maybe.
Are they like running the numbers right now? They're like, okay, we've got this amount of time to kill the throne. The only way we do this is with extra armor reduction
More
on the
minus armor.
buildings here.
He's gonna take the Stygian as well when it drops in a moment. Oh, BKB comes out, then has to catch Huskar. This is a huge kill if they can get him, and there it is. No buyback. 125 seconds. Hiko's gonna come in anyway. The Chronosphere comes out. Mini trying to take down the Terrorblade. Does he have the damage alone? His BKB is available. He's gonna pop it. There's no Sunder targets. HFN's gone. KJ on the run, trying to force staff himself away. Trying to survive for the moment, but is it gonna be enough? Tavo, the call after call, but he's not doing any damage. But you're right, the throne, it's under siege. FCR, he's going for it. Can he bring it down fast enough? Yule's there from Hiko. He's got the Spirit Siphons and an E-Blade. He can try and do it. It's gonna be able to fear the bear away. They're trying to keep him off the throne. FCR, can he do it? The fear, he gets it. No! What is the hell? 50 left on the throne.
Oh my god. No mercy. Okay. So he doesn't have another bear for 30 seconds. They've got a 60-second window to make something happen. And Mini's
The
on that
Deso,
kick.
Neph. It was the Deso. It was actually the
damage
Deso.
allowed him to bring it down. They ran the numbers. They do. You got doxed. Just drop it. Oh my god.
I literally threw my hands in the air because I like assumed it was over, and it just wasn't. Oh my god.
Hiko knew.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, strap on in. Tier 5 items are coming. Any moment now, one of these are gonna drop it. Wait, see, this is why you save the Midas, dude. Imagine.
Yeah, clear out the jungle even faster. You know, have money for these 80-minute games.
The support's frantically trying to farm jungle
Dude, they're
creeps.
sending the bear in again. It's smoked up this time. Oh, they got
it's not smoked up. It's got a Shadow Blade and a BKB. Oh, he's got a Basher on the Marcy. It's enough. Oh my god. He pops his refresher, summons another bear. He's like, "Oh baby, you think that's the only one I've got?"
They've got fortify backup. They've got fortify backup.
They do. This is animal abuse, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, honestly, Apex, Giant's Ring, both dropped. I mean, pretty good items, I'd be honest. There's a Stygian.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Give that to the
take
bear.
The damage? He didn't. Yeah, give that one to the bear for sure.
The bear's only, he's gonna have to like tap the throne like one less time.
The bear, where is it? There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, DD rune bottom. No one scouted it quite yet. I am shaking. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. They gave the Stygian to the bear. It's going in. You need to be careful with this one. You lose this again, you're in trouble. Refresher orb been popped as well.
Oh, Giant's Ring on the axe now. There's a big boy. Seer Stone's available. I'm not really sure who cares about that one. Oh, and a Book of the Dead. All right, well, now you're gonna have a hard time really pushing here. I mean, this is the problem. Mega creeps, right? No runes can't get out of their base to get their tier 5 items. This was the whole reason tier 5 items were invented. All right, ladies and gentlemen. They're like, we're tired of these turtling, these 90-minute techies games, which, you know, doesn't really exist anymore. But
yeah, we'll just drop items that are incredibly unbalanced and completely ruin the integrity of the game, and you know, it makes the game a coin flip.
Yep. Well, I mean, not really a coin flip. One team gets to gets them, the other team doesn't.
I mean, if you get good ones versus like good ones for your team versus bad ones for your team, you just like good tier 5 versus mediocre tier 5s. That's the
Mini
coin flip.
is about 500 gold from having his refresher and buyback, and he's almost level 30.
Okay, but does he have any tier 5 neutral items?
He does not. They still have none.
Very weak. Okay, he's making his way over to the jungle after this wave, I think. And his entire team is smoked up. This is a bold move. Everyone is positioning very aggressively. Dude, Lunar just back in his own base.
Yeah, absolutely. He doesn't need to play the game.
Dude, why aren't these items dropping? This is rigged. That face has already cleared out 2 camps.
I think they cleared out 4 or 5 camps on Dire before they got a single one. All right, Ex Machina, that is pretty good.
Dude, what is this? How come Mini's not getting any items?
He probably didn't renew Dota Plus.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. You have to make sure to do that.
Danger? Yeah, Book of the Dead, Mirror Shield, nice. The bear's onto him.
Uh-oh, the bear is onto him. Mini.
Oh.
Uh-oh, Tavo is here. He gets to... Oh my god, the blade mail! He's just dead!
We were waiting for that one. We were waiting for that one for a while. He finally ends up popping it out eventually. The arcane blinked onto him as well, so he ends up getting the call off even faster.
Yeah.
There was no opportunity for him to be able to get that time walk off. You simply cannot react fast enough.
Yeah. Well, he does have refresher on the Faces Void with his buyback.
Popped Exorcism to clear out the waves, and
I think that was meant to pop Book of the Dead scenario, but yeah, it's a farming exo. It's fine. They're just baiting
Book
it.
of the Dead instead of Exorcism. Get those mixed up.
I don't know, man. Don't look too much into it.
Yeah. All right. Well, they're not pushing on this.
Another life squandered.
I'm losing, man. I can't deal with this game,
Message me.
man.
They're like, "Sir, are you really just casting a game right now despite the stuff recently?" Yes, I am.
Oh man. D-Ward's in the mid lane. Tavo, level 30 axe. All right, Hiko just pops the refresher. He wants that exo back up, obviously. Oh, the bear. Oh, the Bear of the Throne's almost fully healed at this point. Just gets instant bash. Big calls from Tavo. Mortimer Kisses coming through. He does have the refresher, but there's going to be the Chronosphere onto the axe. The Mortimer Kisses are destroying the side of No Runes. They take down two. The buyback from Mini did come through. He's used everything for this. He's got nothing left in the tank, and now the Throne, it's exposed. They've got themselves the fortification for the moment, but the Bear, his eyes are set on the prize. They've got to pop the fort. They do finally. HFN now on the run. The BKB's been thrown. He's got it. Going to get bashed to death. He's down. They've managed to hold for now. Tavo, he's looking for his next target, but he needs help to follow it up. KJ here as well.
Another bear.
No
Another
runes. Where is it? Where's the bear? The call on to two. They managed to get the silence. Can they finish off the Faces Void in time? The Hex is there. Faces Mini, he's going to survive. He time walks in. He's actually going to be able to do it. But the bear, the lone drone, he's looking for throw, but gets called once again by the Huskar. He's dead without buyback. Hiko with the silence onto two. Terrorblade, he wants these targets. He wants to finish this off, but he's fast. He's gonna die back instead. They cannot do it. No Runes will give up for nothing. KJ gets disarmed thanks to the E-Blade. They're falling one by one. You gotta be kidding me. This game cannot be happening right now. The Throne, is it just gonna die to the creeps? The book isn't enough. They've done it, full team. Oh my god.
Oh. Welcome to the first game of the day, everybody.
What?
Wolf team. They managed to close it
my
out.
god. You know,
I mean, we talked about that armor buff on the Throne. It was not easy to bring down, even with all these heroes. They did a hell of a job holding on, but with the back team to wall for this long, it just was not possible anymore. What a game.
he did 32,000 building damage this game on the Lone Druid.
Uh-huh.
I just want to look at this graph again real quick. Yeah, this is an interesting one. This is a very fun first game, I'll be honest.
Yeah, this was a hell of a way to start the Pro Series here. I've been missing this.
See,
It has been too long, my
nothing
friend.
beats the America Street Dota. We do it differently. Everyone's like excited for Last Chance Quals and TI. Dude, they got nothing on these games.
Corey's gonna be looking at this one. He's like, "Oh shit! I'm glad I'm over an SCA right now. I don't play a game like that one."
Oh man, no Runes
Some
and Wolf
spooky
team
stuff.
starting it off right. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Well, we're going to have to go to a break in a moment because, believe it or not, there are still 5 more games to be played here today. This was just game number 1 of the evening. A lot left down the pipeline, everyone, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after just a short break. Have I set everything up for this transition? I think so. We'll try it anyway. We'll see y'all in just a little bit.